Yo, what is good? What is good? What is good? We are back, man. It's your boy Dot, man. One half of the Dot and Clutch show, man. My co-host Clutch had to take a go into work today, so we couldn't get him in. But we definitely about to give our players some roses, man. So without further ado, man, we back for another episode of the Dot and Clutch show. But FSG Zone Mike Swann is in the building, man. Show some love to Swanny, man. Y'all already know, man. Y'all already know, man. What's good, man? I'm here cheerleading and everything. This family for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's good with you, Swan?
Man, just enjoying this time. Just got done streaming and just kicking back, man. Just enjoying life right now, man.
Yeah,
Can't
man,
complain.
we had good news today, man. So, you got retained today from the 2K League, man. So, congratulations, man, on retainment, man. For the people who don't know, retainment is where you actually get invited. You actually don't have to go back through the draft pool. He is retained on the team for another season. Each team can retain up to what, 4 players?
You can protect three,
We
and I think
protect 3. And
yeah,
then you
yeah,
can pay for 1. Yeah, so you can
yeah,
protect 3 players, and he's one of
right.
those guys who got protected by the Atlanta Hawks gaming team, which goes by the Hawks Talent GC, man. And we proud, man. It's one of FSG's own, man. So let's talk about that, Mike. How you feeling, man? Like, it's been a long journey for you, man. So to be retained
Yeah.
right now, I know that's like, you know what I'm saying, like the best feeling, bro. Like,
Man, it's a blessing feeling, man. It's humbling, most like importantly for me. Just to know my process to get to this point, the hard work I put in, the dedication, the sacrifice,
hmm
going undrafted in season 3. You know what I'm saying? Like being rejected by multiple teams, like just the overall process, bro. And just working hard to get to this point to get another chance in this league to solidify a name for myself. It's just a humbling experience. Like that's really all I could really say. Like I'm happy, my family's happy, and I'm just ready to get started for next season, man.
That's dope, man. And speaking of being a family, man, one of the only guys in the league with a family, man. So how's that experience been for you when when you were one of the guys kind of on the outside looking in, and then next thing you know, you make it to the league and you kind of had a family at the same time. Like, how's
Yeah,
that experience been, man? Especially being
that
away. You know what I'm
is
saying?
crazy. Yeah, that the timing on that was crazy because when I went undrafted in season 3, my daughter's mother was still pregnant, and I went undrafted, and 2 months later she had my baby, and
Mm.
it just kind of went. It all came full circle. I got to really enjoy time with my daughter. Learn what it was like to be a father first, and then obviously next season I got to try again, and I ended up getting picked. And so I think me going undrafted in season 3 was a blessing in disguise because I got to really to see what it was like to be a dad, and I got to see those beginning phases with my daughter and stuff like that. So that overall experience, man, is just everything to me. It's why I grind. It's taught me what it's really like to prioritize like family and to include that in my daily activities. And when I was away in Atlanta, every day I thought about her, and it just gave me more of a reason to like really just like keep going. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how
Awesome,
the
bro.
season went.
Awesome, bro. Now, prior to that, you were one of the guys who didn't want to kind of leave everything into, let's say, the fate of
Yeah,
2K, meaning like servers
yeah,
and lagging. So, talk to me
yeah.
about how it was where you went and actually played the combine in a different state, where you went to go play with one of your friends, let you come by and live
Yeah.
with him, basically to give you a better chance at making the lead, because you wanted to make sure that you left it all out on the table. If there was any advantage that you had, any advantage that you could get, you wanted to take it, and you wanted to remove any disadvantage, meaning the lag that you
Right.
might possibly have. What was that journey like? Because that's different from other players that have to, let's say, train, plane, or fly, whatever bus you had to do, and live with someone else and accept what how was that experience, bro?
That experience was it was something that I've been wanting to do. I mean, like I'm gonna keep mentioning it. Me going undrafted in season 3, I kind of felt like I didn't put everything on the table to put myself in the best position to show GMs and show coaches and even to show fellow players in the community that on an even playing field, I'm like that. Like I'm as good as anybody that plays this game. Anybody who knows competitive gaming knows like latency is a big
It's
disadvantage.
huge.
And it's big. Like it dictates a lot of things. And my particular position, I play lockdown. Like you need to be at the top when it comes to connection and when it comes to latency. And I just kind of wanted to stop making excuses for myself, man. And I wanted to put everything on the table. I wanted to show everybody, show myself that my dedication was there. But most importantly, I wanted to show everybody that, like I said, on an even playing field, that I'm as good as anybody else in this draft. And I traveled to the East Coast because I live on the West. I traveled to the East Coast and I balled out. I competed in one of the top tier tournaments at that time, and I won the entire thing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I won the entire thing. I balled out in the combine. I got invited to the second combine, and I balled out against higher tier players that were considered top first round draft picks.
Yep.
And I just overall just left it all out on the floor, man. I didn't really want to. I didn't want to have any regrets saying I woulda, shoulda, coulda, and go undrafted and kind of like live with regret. I just wanted to just put everything into my own hands and just live with the results.
And that's dope, man. And look, it worked, man. I think on top of it, you got to broadcast how hungry you are, how passionate you are when you put your mind to things. You also got to show people how resilient you were with, look, man, I'm gonna leave it all on the table. I'm gonna give it all. You know what I'm saying? And it was like you were all. I always felt like even when it came to me working with you, you were always one of those guys who just needed a shot. And once you got a shot, it was like you took advantage of it. You were humble. You embraced the opportunity. Even when Goofy picked you up with that one tournament, with the Napex with us, and you ended up getting it done and winning it all. That was huge for you. Because there was so many people who felt like, oh man, why did he pick up Swann? And it's like, hey, Swann was an excellent pick right there. Like if you understand how bad and how hungry he wanted, and you went, that was another moment where you had to leave it all out on the court. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the things that attracted me to want to work with you. And I'm happy that you're a part of our family because we love what you bring to the table, who you represent, you being a family man and being one of the older, mature guys. And let's talk about that. So by you being one of the older, mature guys in the league, how was that process of you going to live with, basically some kids essentially, that are possibly you the older guy on the team, and how was that process when you got a long-term girlfriend and possibly a family, and now you drafted, you didn't enjoy that high. What was that like going to live with the guys? Talk to me about that experience in Atlanta.
It's just, you just gotta just act your age and really just adjust. This is the job you sign up for. You know when you sign that contract that you're going to be going away for 6 months away from your family. So I think you got to mentally prepare yourself before you even leave. I think that's the biggest thing. And me being older, me being, one of the older guys on the team, I really pride myself in trying to lead by example outside of the game. Trying to talk to your teammates, bond with your teammates, just to make that energy as contagious as possible. So, people don't have to feel so awkward and try to get to know each other. You know what I'm saying? And last year we went through a lot of hurdles with that, though, man. It was a lot of hurdles we went through as a team that translated into our gameplay. But,
it seemed like y'all had fun in Atlanta, though. It wasn't always like that, though.
Man, we can talk about it, man. Just let me know. But it was, I had fun. I enjoyed my time.
Right.
Because I know what it's like I said, to get rejected. I know what it's like. Some of these guys in the league, have that leisure of already knowing they're going to get taken back, for 2 to 3 years coming at it. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, I didn't know I was going to get taken back. I wanted to enjoy every single day, and I enjoyed myself though, man. It was a fun time for me.
So how was it? I mean, dealing with the adversity of the team might not be clicking, or with the PG situation, and how did all of that affect you with being the new guy, kind of just wanting to come in hungry and grinding? Because one of the things I love to see was you was damn near sleeping at the facility, man, like checking in, being that hard worker like you always are, like how we do. You know what I'm saying? How was that?
It definitely tested me in a lot of ways. It tested my faith, to be honest. It tested my patience. And it just tested, why I started this in the first place. And it was tough. Some things as a man, obviously you got to just mind your business and just let things, unfold the way they're supposed to. But then at the same time, me trying to be a leader, me trying to be a teammate, sometimes you got to step in and, give you 2 cents. But it was definitely tough because it was my rookie season. I've never been in the league before, and it was just tough to trying to adjust to different personalities and the adversity that you have to deal with. It's tough, man. I'm not gonna lie. People think that you come into this league and you playing a video game all day, and you know what I'm saying, and it's just the life. Like it's a dream job. Don't get me wrong, but it comes with a lot of mental test.
Yeah,
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
It's tough. There's a lot of things behind the scenes that go on that obviously people don't talk about. But me personally, I just wanted to, the way that I dealt with it was I just appreciated being there, to be honest with you. That's really all I can say about it. I definitely did, get mad. I got annoyed in some areas. But to be honest, man, I kept thinking, like, I made it, man. Like, why am I going to still, complain about it or, find reasons to nitpick at certain things instead of just enjoying the moment and trying to make the best of it. So that was my mindset with the whole entire situation.
That's dope, man. So talk to me about, by you being the workaholic and the dude that's always trying to be in the gym. Did you have what was your relationship like with, let's say, a Wes, or was it Wes, or was it a player that you would kind of be critical of your game with? Who did you go over? Hey man, what am I doing? Should I be here? Should I be there? Was it another person in the league? Who was who was your when you being the overzealous rookie who just overdoing it? Who did you talk to?
Well, you bring it up, Wes. Me and Wes have had a great relationship. He took me in with open arms. He did everything he could do as a coach. Well, he's not our coach anymore, but when he had that role, he did everything he could to prepare us, to help us lab, to see what we could have did better, what we could have did differently. He brought alongside Matt Morg. I think Matt Morg was my biggest helper in regards to film breakdown and what I could do better and what I did good, and the holes I had in my game. He helped me fill those holes, and Matt Morg was a big help for me. But as far as teammates, C's and BP, I think helped me out a lot in regards to just talking to me outside of practice and keeping me confident. A lot of people have their own perception of BP and stuff like that, but me and BP actually were really close throughout the season. He would talk to me a lot after practices on FaceTime for hours. Me and him would talk for hours about what we could do better and what the team could do better and stuff like that. But it was just all 6 guys. We weren't aligned, but there was a couple guys here, a couple guys there, and it just wasn't a unit, and
okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, but BP and C's definitely helped me out.
Even though, so that's weird. So even though it seemed like a lot of the attention could have came from that core right there, they were the most influential from you. So that's dope to see. And we got to see how C's got retained as well. So that's dope. Yeah. So y'all starting over, but y'all got kind of the core lockdown, your core PG that you building with as well, man. So being in Atlanta and with the whole draft and the kind of celebrity that's in Atlanta, what were some of the fun things that you got to do during the season or just period that you thought was like super dope? You know what I'm saying? Being a part of the
Yeah,
2K League.
man. The Hawks organization, Hawks Talent GC. Like, I think we have literally the best organization in the entire league for like
Nice.
what they offer us, what comes with being a part of this organization. Like, we know our facility is inside of State Farm Arena. Like,
Yeah, I
if
saw.
there's a game going on, all we have to do is walk outside the door and seats are right there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
so like we would watch games, when we're obviously allowed to. We would get, like I said, we would watch Hawks games. We would go to soccer games. We would go to not football games, but soccer games,
Yeah,
basketball games. Like, just just that lifestyle of just doing this from a video game was just everything for us. And we got to meet a couple celebrities. I got to meet Floyd Mayweather, Reggie Miller.
nice.
I literally I have like 10 to 15 people I could just name right now, but
That's
it was
dope,
just
bro.
but just the overall Hawks organization, man, they just welcome you with open arms. It's literally the night I got drafted, man. Like, I'm getting calls from all types of Hawks, reps and stuff like that, and they just made me feel at home, man. So
That's dope, man. And it's like, especially with you coming from you giving up so much, and then like by you going in Atlanta, your normal resting places on the West Coast, right? Yeah. So
yeah,
you coming from you on the whole other side of the map, bro. Like,
that
so
was tough,
I
man.
know that's hard, bro. So
That was
I
tough.
know them lonely days, but it paid off because those lonely days of you drowning yourself off into the facility got you drafted. I mean, got you retained. It got you where
Hmm.
you needed to be. Now it was a long season for y'all. So tell me about like you
Yeah.
got other rookies who came in and they had instant success, and you guys
Yeah.
kind of, let's just say, you weren't where you wanted to be last year. And I know
Yeah.
you took the blame of that on Twitter and on the Twitch stream sometimes,
Yep.
and things of that nature. But you were basically there the whole season to learn and grow and do the best you can, and I thought you did a great job. But talk to me a little bit about some of that adversity that y'all went through. That during the season when you weren't winning, because people expected you guys to be really good. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like it was like wasn't just a letdown to y'all
Yeah.
that y'all weren't really good this year. It was a letdown to like everyone based on the
Yeah.
talent that you had on the roster. So talk to me about that.
It was actually pretty tough because we started off our season like hot.
Yep.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we started off our season with a 5-game win streak.
Yep.
In the tip-off tournament, in the tip-off tournament, we were, beating some valid teams. Like the Raptors were 12-0 coming into the season.
Mm-hmm.
We swept them. The Grizzlies at that particular time are one of the talked about teams in the East. We went 3-1 in the series against them, and then when
Yep.
the regular season started, we started off with a 5-game win streak, and so things were clicking on the court. But like a lot of people didn't notice, like when we were still clicking on the court, we still as a team were not close. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like, we still had a lot of things that like we just were not close as a team. And at a certain point, it was just kind of like a ticking time bomb. Like, like I said, it just sucks, man. Because like I said, us starting hot, being one of the talked about teams in the East in the beginning of the season,
Yeah, man.
to
It looked like
literally
y'all was finna be like, man. It
to
was
one of
finna
the
be.
man, we just took a whole U-turn and just like, to be honest, just like sucked. If then that's just what it is.
And
You know,
how did that affect y'all as far as like with you, like were you expecting more from like more of a coaching, a admin standpoint? Like, hey man, let's get these troops together. Like, who was the leader on the team that was trying to
um,
keep everybody together and kind of keep? Was that you? Was that you the
I
person?
tried.
Okay.
West tried. I tried. BP tried. There was definitely effort from multiple people, but it was just like I said, we just couldn't get all guys on the same page. I just feel like there was different motives from different people that
Okay.
didn't allow the team to grow the way it should have. I don't think we took the the necessary steps as a team to grow, and I think a part of it was because we had COVID restrictions. We couldn't hang out
Mm,
outside of our apartments unless it got approved,
Okay.
We couldn't share the same Ubers going to practices. We couldn't go to restaurants together. Little things like that.
Wow.
I feel like kind of got in the way of us gelling as a team. Because we had our own apartments. We didn't share rooms. Like, we had our own apartments.
That's dope.
So the only times it was cool, but the only times we ever saw each other as teammates was in that facility.
Oh
Literally.
yeah, that's tough, bro. That's tough.
So
That's hard to gain
so
chemistry on any level. So
I just feel like that played a part too, and all the other teams that were successful, like you said, like the guys that came in as rookies, I feel like they just took that extra step as teammates to really do what they can do to make sure like they had that chemistry outside of the game. And I feel like we didn't do that. I just feel like we just showed up to practice, we put our time in, and that was it. And we didn't try to get to know each other. We didn't try to like bond as a team. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just didn't do the extra things. But Wes did everything he could do. Like, honestly, I will say that he did everything he could do.
So, and that's dope, man. That's good to hear that you know what I'm saying. You saying that as long as people were making attempts to make sure everybody was good, then that's really all you can do. You can't make people like each other, and I think that's one of the unknown dynamics in this community. They just assume you're gonna get drafted and you're gonna go to the league and everything is gonna be great, and you just gonna have this great experience and everything is just gonna be rosy and a lot of times it don't work out like that. You know what I'm saying? Life don't work out like that. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
trust me,
I think
man.
that was a prime example of what you said though. A lot of people do think that like you see a certain team on paper, oh that team is soup, like easy playoff contender. Like a lot of people don't realize like you got to live with these people, man, and things change when that happens. And that 6 months, it goes by fast, but in the league, it feels so slow.
I'm
man.
sure. I'm sure.
So,
How was it? How was it doing the scrim blocks every day? You being the workaholic, did they ever become a chore? I mean, them scrim blocks is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
It does sometimes feel like a chore. I'm not gonna lie, because at the end of the day, like when you reach that level of being professional, like you already know how to play a game. So when it comes down to it, like those scrim blocks go from sometimes 8 in the morning to 7 at night, and you know what I'm saying. So like it's nonstop, just playing all day. But it's not like you're just playing the game having fun. Like you're competing, like communicating, you're sweating, like
Yeah.
And at a certain point, it does add up because you're constantly doing the same things every day, going through different types of schemes. And once you reach in the middle of the season, it's like, as a team, you already know how everybody plays. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just rinse and repeat at that point. And like that's what I try to tell you. Like that's what just separates teams. Like guys that don't get comfortable and just want to continue to get better and continue to lab and figure out new things. You know what I'm saying? So, but it doesn't feel like a chore, but it definitely adds up. It definitely does.
Absolutely, man. And especially like with the tournaments and stuff, I was expecting y'all to make some big deep runs just based on the start and everything. Like I thought the tournaments was gonna be able to provide like a dope outlet to kind of get your mind away from the regular season and kind of focus on winning this money. And I know by the competitor in you. How was that like, experiencing the different things, the different elements with builds being banned and one tourney and this and that? How did because I know you just wanted to play, right? So now we thinking about the mental aspect of 2K where you got to think like, okay, like I want to lock in and win this. I know we going through something as a team, but let's try to lock in. Like how did those... How did that locker room talk? How did that go?
It was, to be as transparent as possible, it was not successful. We tried it. And we tried it. We tried that motivational, let's lock in. We got this tournament left. We got a couple more games left. Let's lock in. All you would see us do is just like literally just like, yep. Like, we still had a chance. The ticket, we still obviously it would just win the ticket. You still can make playoffs.
Yep.
In the in the turn, obviously we wanted to build some momentum. Win some type of money, regardless of the season we were having, to win some type of money for ourselves. Just like we were locked in, but like we weren't locked in. It was just to a certain point. Like at that part of the season, we just knew we didn't like each other. We knew that as a team we didn't click. It was just more so like they just wanted to get it over with.
Okay.
They didn't want to, work it out, try to win some more money, try to gain some momentum. It was just more so like, get me out of here. Like that was literally the vibe. So it was just tough to deal with, knowing that we had a couple people, like I said, that were on this side, and then you had a couple that were on the other side. And like I said, it was just a tough thing to do, man, because it translates to your gameplay, and it's very hard to deal with, especially when you got guys literally 5 feet away from each other. It makes it very awkward. It makes it very it's just hard to do.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, but at the end of the day, I mean, you persevered through all of it, right? And then now you in this dope. You got one of the best facilities in all of the 2K league. You got celebrities coming in to kind of kick it with y'all and whatnot, and you experiencing. So I think like now you have a great way of being able to approach this next season, as well as the next batch of rookies or next batch of players that y'all bring in. I think you and C's will be able to come with a different focus, a different mindset on how y'all are going to approach that, because think about it, bro. I mean, I don't think nobody's really paying attention. Y'all are the 2 people that got retained are both rookies.
Yeah.
UNC's.
I didn't even notice that.
So it's like, by the rookies, y'all gonna be able to, y'all not rookies no more. So it's like now you get to usher in the next rookieville, kind of let them know the things that went wrong and the things that went right, and what you could build off of going forward in this next one. So, excuse me.
Right.
Let's talk about like right now, like how you feeling with pre-draft. You coming off a dope Elite 8 WR playoffs. I really feel like y'all should have made it to the Final Four. We were a couple bad plays away, a couple 50-50 balls away from being able to pull off that win, but we didn't get it. We didn't make it to the Final Four. But it seems like right now you in that small window where you can lock in right now, and I see your hunger, and we pushing the teams. I love how you leading the new guys. But talk to me about like how important pre-draft is, because if I don't recall, I know you made a comment saying, this pre-draft is showing who really wants it. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they want to make the league. And as a guy who was on the outside looking in, did everything they could, traveled across the country, spent their own money, and believed in the dream, you not only got drafted, you got retained. So now you get you know what I'm saying? Like, now you secure the spot. You don't got to worry about fighting back through the draft pool. Like, how is that different now? Talk to me about that.
As far as, like, hunger-wise, that doesn't change. I'm still in the game as much as I would have been if I didn't get retained.
Okay, I love it.
So that hasn't changed whatsoever. The only thing that's changed for me is more so my mindset. Now as opposed to last year where I was, trying to win scouts over and GMs over and show what I can do. Now I'm more of on the scouting side. I'm playing the game, I'm labbing the game. But now I'm more on the scouting side. I'm looking to see who I'm interested in to try to vouch to my GM and my coaches or whatever. But not only that, man. I understand that retail and league build are a whole different thing. Like now that I've lived that, I've witnessed that. I'm just, like I said, I'm trying to just stay warm as possible. Get my reps in. Obviously, win some money. Before the season starts.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to just keep everything sharp, man. I'm not trying to take any days off. Some guys get retained. Some guys get retained, and they literally just wait until the league starts. They kick their feet up, and they just wait until the league starts. Like, I'm not trying to be like that. So, like, my mindset is really hasn't changed, man. It's just more so I'm thinking more on the business side too now. Uh, you know what I'm
You
saying?
better
And
be. Let's
yeah,
go. I love to hear. Yeah,
that's
man.
that's literally what it is. Obviously, I don't have the rights to make any decisions, but I can still do my part and scout, and see what I feel like who would be a good fit for this team. And that's really all I'm doing is just like doing that and just labbing the game and just staying sharp.
I love it, bro. Now,
Hmm.
what you saying, like, what you having your scouting eyes on? Talk to me about what was film like at the league level with breaking down film with the rest of the team. What were some of the things that you found different from when you used to watch film by yourself or maybe with your pro am team versus
Yeah.
how it was when you were actually on the Hawks?
Oh man, it's different for me. Like, cause before I would break. Okay, whenever I broke film down by myself, like I would just look at like the bad plays in regards to like what I could do better. But like when you're in the league and you go through like film sessions with your actual team, like every single play like is so critical. Like to where it's like we'll stop a play for no exaggeration for 3 minutes a piece, and we'll go through different rotations, and we'll go through why didn't you do this, why didn't you do that. We'll go through different types of communication. We'll practice communication during film so that obviously we'll try to
Mm-hmm.
make it transparent when we actually play the game. But I'll just say like it's still the same concept, but the execution on watching a film in the league is just way more critical. Like I said, everything is just so paying attention to detail, especially when you're game planning for different teams.
Yep.
Like those types of film sessions are critical too, because obviously you're trying to game plan for that team, not
Understand
only like
tendencies
executing
and
a game plan, but you're obviously scouting on what they do. So
yep. Working on
it's
that, working on their
an actual
tendencies
job,
and
bro.
seeing what they like to do in the crunch time when they bagged up when he boxed. What's his go to pass? Understanding
Yeah,
his dribble tendencies and being the lockdown man. You got a lot on your shoulders. You know, you
I do.
guard, you the front runner in the pick and R, in the P&R and the pick and roll,
Hmm.
and you the front runner when it comes to
Yeah,
whether or not you shut down the lock, right? And with it being such an offensive game, I think sometimes lockdowns get a little bit of, let's say, too much love when they do good and too much the hate when they do bad because it's like
I
not
agree.
really able to do bad because it's an offensive game. Everything is geared around people being able to score. So them
Yeah,
putting a bucket in the, getting having a lot of points or doing that nature, it doesn't
yeah,
necessarily the stat sheet doesn't necessarily, what I'm saying, speak to what the whole game was, and that's something that I know
exactly,
with your maturity level you could fight through that easily.
exactly.
That's not something that you would focus on or worry about on any level. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's
Right.
good to have those type of balances where you got players that are mature and now you got a family. And how has that been, right? With you being one of those guys who hey man, this is something I want to do. I'm finna pursue it and get behind me. Was the
Right.
family always supportive of you? Was like the
Um,
family, mom's, dad, maybe girlfriend? Was everybody always on Team Swann saying, okay, do whatever you got to do. We bagging you
yeah.
100%?
Well, like the grind that comes with it, you're gonna lose out on money. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
And me expecting a child at that time, like I wasn't bringing no money in, so
Mm.
like they weren't as supportive until they they noticed I made the draft. They went to the
Ah.
draft with me, and they looked around, and this is before COVID, so like this was actually in New York,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when they were kind of like, okay, like this is the real deal. Like they see NBA organizations and all
Yeah.
this types of stuff, and
Yeah.
they're like, oh, this is okay. We'll
Mm-hmm.
give you a year, and they gave me a year. They let me stay with them rent free, no job, nothing. Had my
Nice.
back, literally held me down. And like I said, that following year, I made it.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? So like they supported it, but it just kind of had to take that push for me to like really show them what can come from it. And they gave me a year, and like I said, I made the best of it. I didn't have. I'm a single dad. Me and my daughter's mom. We just we co-parent. We're really good friends,
Okay.
but like relationship wise, that's non-existent. And she supported me too. She still to this day supports me. Obviously, she was watching my kid while I was away for 6 months.
Right. Yeah.
Um, You know what I'm saying? So like, I have a great support system, man, and I would definitely not be here without them. 100.
That's
percent
dope, man. That's dope.
Yeah.
And I mean, and it's good to hear you doing what you got to do. And I know that time right now, especially in pre-draft, is valuable for you to be on the court, but it's also valuable for you to be at home too and be with your son or me, your daughter,
Yeah.
and be with the people that are there to support you as well, because
Right.
you owe it to them to kind of, you know what I'm saying, they held you down and now it's your turn
Yeah.
excuse me, to give back and kind of make sure everything kind of goes
Right.
back in place. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
excuse me.
Yeah.
Who was the player? I forgot his name that you stayed with when you went out of town for the combine.
His name is Pringle.
Oh, Pringle. So it was Pringle
Yeah.
Man, right?
It was
Okay.
Pringle. Yeah. It was Pringle,
So
man.
so
Yeah.
are you right now? Are you helping him try to get to the league and giving him all of the tips and everything he can to kind of make
Yeah.
sure he stands out for? Okay, good. So you paying it forward.
Yeah.
That's good to see.
Oh yeah, all the time. You know what I'm saying? I always give him my advice on what I think he should be doing, the steps he should be taking. He's been opening some eyes. You know what I'm saying? So he's playing some different leagues with different teams, but one of
Yep.
the spotlight teams he's playing with right now in Militia is Dave Fry and the original Malik with Knicks
Yeah,
Gaming.
I seen that. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So like he's starting to open up his wings a little bit, and he's starting to open some eyes. So I'm just trying to get him at this point to do things more on the content side. Put a face to a name. Share his story, things like that. But I definitely paying it forward to him, and I'm excited to see what can happen.
That's dope, man. Now, what do we got in store for you, man? Because I've been, pushing you. I want to see some more content out of you, man. Like, I want you
Nah,
to
you
start
right though.
attacking it a little bit more, man. And I'm gonna push you,
Yeah.
excuse me, on this show to let you know, like, man, I care. Like, I want
nah,
that to
my
be a good avenue for you.
Yeah, this content thing, I definitely need to get more out. Just
We,
outside of the game, just push more videos out on my YouTube and Twitter.
I got you.
Definitely, that's what's in store for me for sure.
I got you.
I've just been trying to let things unfold. I just got back home, technically,
Absolutely.
really a month and a half ago.
Okay.
I'm still adjusting to getting back to
Yeah.
where I'm from and stuff like that, and spending time with my kid. I just got over COVID. Remember that? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, man. So it's been just nonstop for me, man. Honestly,
I
and
already know.
but I definitely want to. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I definitely want to keep working and pushing myself to do things outside of pro am and getting some stuff out.
Yeah,
Definitely.
man, and I got you. I got some ideas too that I want to start working with you on and getting you some content ideas, man, and getting you out there just because you are one of the more positive stories that we got in this 2K league, atmosphere, the 2K community, and I want to
Right.
make sure that we shining the light on that at all times, not just because you FSG, but because you an awesome
Yeah.
dude. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I love the idea of you not being the most highly touted
Yeah.
prospect and whatnot, and then you went
Right.
in there and you went and handled your business, man. Because if you look around the retainment market, it's not too many rookies that's getting retained. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to see
Mhm.
the 1 and 2 rookies. That's what I'm saying. I had Crown on earlier. It was blessed he got retained. Even Rigby on his team as well. So it's just C's. It's like a lot of you guys
Yeah.
made some really good noise in the league and handling your business. And I think with you, it was some of the things you did off the court as well.
Right.
Just your personality and being a leader. And how has that been for you? Because you seem more of like the quiet type of guy, kind of
Yeah.
laid back in the scenes, letting it happen. You were getting articles wrote on you when you were in Atlanta. How was that?
Yeah.
How was that
It
for
was
you, man?
it was great, man. Honestly, just to get to tell your story, and just remind people like how you got to that point. It was great to kind of touch on that. It makes me definitely, like I said, it just reminds me on everything on like why I work so hard
Mm-hmm.
and just everything I've been through. It was more of a reassurance for me during the season to literally, like I say, humble me and bring me back to earth a little bit. Understand like, like I said, why I'm here and what my job is, and to just appreciate every single opportunity. Because usually when you get articles or whenever you get some type of when you get approached, you're just kind of, some people let it get to their head and they think they're just they're supposed to get that type of stuff. Like, it wasn't like that for me whatsoever. Like, I was the last pick for the Hawks. I was third round.
Yep,
you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't think of it like that. Like, I didn't think of it like I'm a first round pick. Yep, you guys need to be coming to me. Like, no, like, I was excited every single time, ready to talk to him, showing up 30 minutes before scheduled time, smiling, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ready, like, and that's just what it's all about, man. I feel like that's the type of guys you need in the league, or guys that obviously know how to play the game, but they're still happy to be a part of it. And that's ultimately, like, that's really what it was for me. I was just happy, like, genuinely happy to just wake up, go to practice. Even though it tests my patience, man, don't get me wrong, but
Right, yeah.
but overall, man, like, you can't beat that. Like, and I was just genuinely happy, honestly.
That's dope, man. And I think that positive attitude and that work ethic is probably one of the reasons why you still on the team. And that's something that I hope that any guy who watching, or anybody, any of my viewers, or anybody who follow the league watching your story, to see somebody who grinded, worked hard, had a mission, and accomplished that. You know what I'm saying? And I know you probably didn't get the accolades that you wanted, or get to bring home any hardware this year. But give me an idea of what you got your sights on next year. I'm pretty sure championship or bust, right? But that's always. But is there anything that you have, any personal goals that you have? Because you had a lot of battles, man. I mean, you beat some top notch players. I'm pretty sure some people out here been doing a little talking, like, all right, Swann, you got me early in the year. Yeah, I'll be back. You know what I'm saying? Because you was balling. I mean, y'all went on some runs, bro. Like, y'all literally have little blurts of like, man, this could be a top team if they lock the hell in. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, my personal goals, to start small, with personal goals would just be to be top 5 in steals next
okay,
year. Second team or first team on defense.
okay,
I want to aim for, obviously, like, most improved or something like that.
okay.
I really want to solidify, like, myself, like, in the
I
league
like
this year.
that.
I feel like this past season, I dealt with a lot of things on the court that jeopardized, like, how people viewed me. Like I said, there's a lot of things behind the scenes, like, a lot of people don't know, that dictated, like, how I looked. I'm not gonna get too much into it,
Right.
but you know what I'm saying. But I really just want to solidify myself as a lock in this league. I will be playing multiple positions, I believe. So just want to kind of just show that I can play multiple positions, but just overall be, like, just looked at as a good 2K player. Obviously, like, team oriented goals. Obviously, I want make playoffs. We want to win some money, win some tournaments. Switch that narrative that Hawks Talent has right now, which is one of the bad teams in the league right now. We want to switch that narrative and switch that whole entire, like, image, and be one of the talked about teams. That you fear, that what I'm saying, that, like, you have to, like, see us type team. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, absolutely. And don't beat yourself up, bro. And the only reason why I say that is because it's teams that we saw go from 0 to 100 real quick, and then go from 100 back to 0. I mean, look what happened with the Raptors. I mean, like, they were, like, getting them all in, one series away from winning it all. Went from being, we know they gonna beat everybody, to can't win a series to save their life. You know what I'm saying? So it's
you're right.
with almost the same core, almost the same nucleus that they had. And with even if you look at who they retain, they still keeping a good core of people who know how to play with each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's those type of situations where you're on top of the world one minute, and then right now you fighting for your life. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of people who we losing a lot of people. A lot of people retired this year. Whether it was success related or lack of success related. You know what I'm saying? So I think you having that community
Yeah.
feel, you being from, you know what I'm saying, not one of the, let's say, guys that's like I said, highly touted. You got it out the mud, and then you
Right.
turned that mud into a mud pie, and now everybody got to eat. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's dope is that people gotta pay attention to what you're doing now, and then now
Yeah.
you here to stay. You know what I'm saying? I didn't got retained. You know what I'm saying? You could discount, double check them, whatever you want to do, flex on them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
because we, excuse me, you got to celebrate those small victories. I was happy that you even said that with the small victory aspect, and you want to start small, because a lot of people don't understand that those small wins and the consistent wins are the ones that lead to the big wins and lead to the championship
Exactly.
runs. You
Right.
know.
Right. It's a long season, man, and that's what I learned too. Is like I told you, with us being on that 5 game win streak, you know, it's kind of like it just goes by so slow, man. And um, it's like I said, from a spectator's view, it might go by fast because you're going through different things in life. You got your own job, you got your
Yep.
own schedule. But when you're a part of that league, man, like I said, it goes by really, really slow. So like it's a long season, and that's I think that's one of the biggest lessons I've learned. So, um, like I said, just being patient is something that I'm focused on for
Mm-hmm.
this next season, and just taking it day by day. Really, like I said, it's just knowing that it's a long process. Really, we all came in and thought we were just gonna just be like that, the snap of a
Yeah,
finger.
man. Yeah. What was the biggest transition from retail to the league build for you, for as a lockdown perspective? What
uh,
was the biggest transition?
the biggest transition was just I want to say the style of play is different. It's more team oriented. In retail, sometimes like you see team oriented like teams, but for the most part of it, like you don't see teams running plays. You don't see teams doing like some defensive rotations like dudes do in the league.
Yes, that's
You
true.
don't see the presses that you see in the league. Like it was just the overall like style of play that I had to get adjusted to really really fast. And like I said, like retail and league build are completely different builds. You're not playing on like builds that like have all Hall of Fame badges. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like they only give you 2 to 3 builds to choose from, and you got to make the best of it. So I think that was the biggest adjustment for me was not being able to like make a build to my liking and trying to make the best of it. Like my style of play was switched because I'm more of an aggressive lock out the corner. I like to dribble. I like to create, and I turned it into a spot up shooter. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't. It was just a completely different transition. So I think that's the biggest thing in the league is like I said, patience and adjustment, right there.
Okay, that's dope, man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's good advice for these new guys coming in, man. That you see, and who do you like? I know right now, even on our team on the pro am side of things,
Mm-hmm.
you I see you mentoring one of the guys that I love to see that everybody wants to win is irritated. That's your guy
Yeah.
right now that you trying to help get to the next level, work on his game and whatnot. Who else do you see right now that you kind of are you actively trying to help out and say, you know what, hey man, let's lock in, or you want to watch some film or things of that nature that you
Yeah.
see kind of got that same type of work ethic and vibe that you had. Who do you like?
It's to be honest, man. It's been irritated and it's been Fanta, really.
Yes. Okay.
It's just been those two guys. I'm a big believer on like who I'm playing with is who I'm gonna help the most.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not any hate towards anybody I'm not playing with, but like when I play with somebody, like I bond with them, like I talk to them every day. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Like, and it's more so I see the potential in irritated. Like irritated, I feel like sky's the limit with him. His ceiling is really really high, and I just feel like with the right people around him, he can excel to a level that people don't see in him just yet. And I just
Hmm.
feel like with Fanta, it's the same thing. I just feel like Fanta has other priorities right now that get in the way of his league aspirations. Him going undrafted last year, as everyone would say, he got snubbed. I think that's a big reason why. Like his focus isn't 100% on the league.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? But with Irritated, I feel like with the right eyes on him, I feel like he could definitely be a power forward in this league, man. I do think there are some holes in his game that he could fix, but that's anybody. We all have holes in our game, so
yeah, absolutely.
But I definitely feel like Irritated is somebody that I'm really pushing for 100%.
Yeah, man, that's my guy too, man. I love that we got Irritated and he here, and then like Fana is my guy. Everybody know since day one that was one of my guys who I was trying to. We went all out. We go all out for certain people, yourself included. You know what I'm saying? But we put in extra work to kind of market certain people and make sure that that they get the love and the shine that they should get. And that was one of the people that we took pride in making sure. Hey man, this like all eyes on this kid because I feel like he got the best potential too. And I think right now I'm stuck in the challenge of right now with him being so talented, you know what I'm saying, working on how to help take his game to the next level and trying to show him some of the things that I see and I know you doing the same that can really help his game on the court because he one play away from being one of the best guards out here. You know what I'm saying? And a couple different tweaks and that kid's upside is through the roof. You know what I'm saying? Like
you got league players trying to look at what he does on the court. When in our Elite 8 game, I'm looking at Splash from Jazz Gaming talking about. I'm looking at how Fanta moves, and he's trying to lab to move like Fanta.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like Fanta is one of these guards, bro, who I think is one of the best moving PGs right now. Yeah. Literally, as far as ball handling. And,
yeah. Like say that. I'm trying not to get him to move so much. I feel like he moves so much. He wide open 3-4 times on the same play. I need him to shoot off the second wide open instead of the third and the fourth. He can get open. That's one of the things I really like is his attention to detail with spacing. But on the flip side, I love that that's your teammate because now you see the small windows that he shoots from. So now as a lockdown, you watching okay, oh wow, I can't. Okay, that's an even smaller window than I thought. Okay, let me know next time I see that I can close the gap.
Even when I played against Fanta, if it was in a tense lobby or if it was flash, it was very tough to guard him because you said those windows. You think you got to contest, and it's damn.
It's green already. It's green already. So.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel where you're coming from, and that's what frustrates me. And you know that not in regards to just commitment and just and just overall just dedication because I know he cares, but I just know he has other priorities too, and I just know if he were just to apply himself for literally a month.
Of lock in, it would be raps, bro. It would be raps, bro. And we gonna make that happen. That's maybe it take both of us to make that happen. We gonna make that happen, bro. Because when you got multiple people that believe in you, you're in a good spot. So I think we could, we work as a team. We make anything is possible. You know what I'm saying? So we know what your personal goals are, your team goals are. Now give me an idea for the content wise. We know you finna step your game up, but what's next for Mike Swann as the person, right? So you got you heavily invested in 2K. Where do we see you in the next few years? Is it somewhere still surrounding 2K and a maybe coaching aspect, the admin aspect, or what other passions do you have besides just playing 2K and being a father?
Man, it's really just it is 2K to be honest, and I'm not being biased because this is my job. It's really 2K. Whether it's me being a player or me being on the GM side of things, I would just love to be a part of the league and you know what I'm saying and help out any way I can. But it's as far as content too. When I go to Atlanta, something that I didn't do last year, I want to do things with my team. I want to do different videos with my team, get to know me videos, vlogs, little things, you know what I'm saying? I want to show what it's like to be a part of the league for spectators who want to, go for it, because I remember when I wasn't in the league, I always wanted to know, behind the scenes, what it was like to, you know what I'm saying, to go to the arena play against different teams. I wanted to see what it was like to wake up, go to practice every single day. Like, so I want to do that for people that want to, want to make the league and want to see what it's like, and just to give them more of an outside view on how it is. So that's something I really want to focus on, content-wise. Like when the season starts, is more around my team and more around like what the league is like outside of 2K. But in regards to what's next in the next couple of years, bro, it's like I said, man. I'm taking that day by day. I don't know what the future holds.
Okay.
But I definitely would want to be a part of the league for as long as I can be, for sure, 100%.
Awesome, bro. Awesome. I love it, man. And that's why I want to make sure, and that's one of the things that we're going to work on by you being, I got you in-house, is that, building up your equity and your name as well as and what you bring to the table. Because I think you'll be a dope ambassador for, like, a low ego guy who has slipped through the cracks and kind of, made a name for themselves, bro, because a lot of people love your story. And that was why I wanted you to be one of the first guests on when I brought in rookies. Was because of your story and all the adversity you went through, being a West Coast player, dominating on West, telling people, letting people know, if I come to East, it's raps for y'all, and then actually going out there and doing it. Like that builds character and let people know like you coming, and then taking advantage of every opportunity and the NAPX and all of these different opportunities, being able to keep taking those opportunities, an opportunity to play on East, an opportunity to play with Soup, and using those opportunities well, and now the opportunity to work with Fire Sticks. I can't wait to really dive deep into your content journey and help you usher in some dope content. You know what I'm saying? I think I might even we might even depending on what the regulations is, I might come down there with the camera crew and we do a little behind the scenes for you and whatnot, man. Like I got some dope stuff planned, bro. So it's dope to have you. You know what I'm saying? So just know the sky's the limit over here as well. We working hard every day to put together some things and some opportunities for everybody, a part of the organization. But we love having you represent us in the 2K League, bro, and your character. You being a family guy and understanding what it's about. And I understand when you want to spaz on the kids and say, and we call them kids, just the younger guys, like, hey, man, if y'all don't wake up and get your ass out, like, I understand, bro. Like, so don't worry. Like, we here, man, and I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure we get everybody in gear, man, so we don't miss out on another dope opportunity that we got right here with having you on the team and everything. And, and lastly, before I even think about getting you out of here, what is one thing that you look forward to next year with the team inside the 2K League, like that you feel like or hear through the grapevine that it's gonna be like? What's my insider information? What you looking forward to next year? Like, is it gonna be like I'm hearing rumors about like regional or like playoffs or being in person and whatnot? Are you looking forward to that stage again? Like, talk to me.
I'm gonna just say I'm looking forward to being on that stage again.
Okay, all right, that's that. All right, cool. That's what I like to hear,
you
bro.
Know what I'm saying? It's not. I can't say too much. I don't even know the full.
Right. But I'm hearing we might get some stage play again, man.
All
right, okay.
I'm just looking forward to it if it happens.
All right, sounds great, man. Sounds great. I can't wait, bro. I can't wait to get you on the stage, bro. I know you're gonna turn up for us, bro, and be a great.
You gotta pull up though, man. Like you gotta. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with it, bro. Like, don't offer me a good time, man, because I'll come.
Yeah, I can't pull up, bro.
I promise, bro. Like, I definitely, I got people down in Atlanta too, so we could definitely make it an event, man, and maybe try to rent out a little spot or something. We get cracking, man. So I'm with it, bro. Excuse me. Yeah, man. It's been a pleasure, bro. Like, you took. I didn't even think we was gonna make it a whole hour. Because I ain't want to hold you. I know you got to get to the game and get to playing, and y'all about to jump on. But, man, before you go, I want to give you the platform, man. Let everybody know where they can reach you, where they can follow you at, and where you going to be streaming at so we can watch some of your content.
Oh, man. Y'all can follow me on Twitter at Mike_Swann, SWANN 2K. Mike Swann 2K. And you can follow me at Twitch at Mike_Swann with 2 N's. And that's really it, man. It's pretty simple.
Hey man, well we blessed to have you, bro, and I appreciate you coming in, man. We had a great talk with Mike Swann of the Hawks Talent GT, man. GC, if y'all don't know nothing about it, you could just read that wonderful shirt he got on, provided by Champion, with the big Swan jersey hanging back in the Raptors back there. You already know, man. But for real, man, we had great talks, man. Make sure y'all go back and watch this playback, man. We got Mike Swann, Hawks Talent GC, man. Rookie just got retained, man. He back in the league for another year. Earned his stripes, man. Got it out the mud. Now he turned that mud into a mud pie, and we about to be eating off of it, man. So we proud of him. We proud of your accomplishments, man. We appreciate everybody who tuned in. Thanks to y'all for tuning in for another episode, man. We'll be back with some more rookies. We'll be back with some more content. Y'all already know we keep it fresh, and we always gonna be bringing the fire, man. Our fire never ends, man. 5-6 Gaming. We appreciate y'all tuning in, man, and we'll catch y'all on the other side, man. Have a wonderful day, and we out.